Gemini, this is Luciani. I'm going to give you your week spiritual advice for the week of January 21st. Thank you guys so much for coming to this channel. So let's get right into it. I decided to start with you guys because it is currently the moon is having its transit in your zodiac sign, Gemini. So I just wanted to start with you guys. So, spirit advice, what are Gemini's spiritual advice for the week of January 21st, 2019? What are Gemini's spiritual messages for the week? Ancestors, what are Gemini's spirit guides? What are their messages? So, guys, in the background, I have some singing bowls. I always listen to them. So, it's something that I kind of wanted to try with my readings. So, let me see if I can get some more lighting. I thought that was going to be better lighting. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, that's better lighting. Maybe I have to turn this off. Okay. Just giving you guys better energy here. Okay, so we have the moon coming out here. Let me just look here. Well, with this Queen of Cups here, you guys are definitely intuitive at the bottom of the deck. And with this Chariot, there's definitely a level of success coming from your intuitive state, tapping into that spirit, that thing that you know, right? Because whatever that thing is that you guys are like really like that gut feeling or that intuitive spirit that you're really feeling is definitely successful. It's definitely something coming out of it that's very prosperous for you with this 10 of coins with the 10 of pentacles energy. The only thing is you just got to use your creativity to really manifest this into the physical realm. Your intuition is right. Your intuition is definitely right. So that you guys can kind of start creating, start I see with the Empress here in reverse is kind of like inaction. So, and I think it has to come from the fact that you guys are up in the air about some sort of intuitive um thing that you guys are getting, some messages that are coming in, but they're very successful and profitable. So yeah, so it's just kind of like really leaving something behind to go to something very higher with your creativity. Maybe staying in like a certain level with your creativity, or some of you guys, this is definitely a love interest where you might really feel like I might have to maybe leave somebody behind to go something bigger and better that's out here. Some of you guys are might be feeling like that. And you're right, you actually can do better if you are in like one of those standstill relationships and you feel like you can do better. You definitely can with that energy. It's just a lot of inaction. You're not necessarily leaving, but you guys might be contemplating on it. But for the most part, I see this as creative energy, something that you really want to manifest into the physical world. So anyway, starting out, you had the moon card in reverse. There's some sort of peace of mind that you want to have, but it's going to come at a cost. Something, you ever hear that saying, something must be lost in order for you to receive gain, or there's a price of peace that's here. But for the most part, again, there's some sort of even self deception, um, or some side of easy uneasiness that you guys are feeling. This uneasiness could be, again, with a lover or a marriage that it is successful. It's definitely successful, Some of you guys, you're coming from single, being single, into literally a big old commitment that's very balanced. Okay. But for some of you guys, you're really, I think this is creative energies too. I'm seeing something that you're starting to like really not self-deceive yourself, but kind of like self-doubt yourself of what you're really capable of doing, but you actually have it all within you. You're very balanced. You have a lot of success within you. Don't really self doubt yourself. Don't stay, stuck up in your head with, with these like these intuitive creations that are just coming at you, and you're feeling them in all types of ways. You might have to unbound yourself with this double card in the reverse. Is some sort of like physical healing that you might do from self doubt. Some of you guys might be talking to a Capricorn or some earth energy, and then the Gemini here with the lovers card here. So definitely I see that match coming up. But for the most part, I really, really feel like you're very optimistic about it. And there is success. There's a lot of success here. There's a lot of success here, even with the Four of Wands. If this is some sort of safe haven that you're staying in to keep yourself safe and yourself doubting yourself, then that's not the really creative energy forces, the energies that you guys want to partake in, because whatever that you are with this nine of pentacles here, whatever joy that you're finding, whether it's materialistic satisfactions, or you guys have like a really organized life and it's very well put together, and you guys are really in that type of space, because and you guys are very balanced because of that, something that's very harmonious. Others of you with this lovers card, again, this could be like a really beautiful, passionate love interest that comes in after being maybe single for a while. And you guys are just like really content in your own space, and then boom, out of nowhere, this love interest come out of nowhere, and it might even help with physical healing, some sort of start of a physical healing that can even be taking place. But don't self deceive yourself. Whatever this offer of love is, by all means, take it. For some of you guys, there's some sort of struggle between sacred and profound love. Um, or some of you guys are creating harmony in your inner and outer life. Um, you know what I mean? So again, this also can mean the power of your choice is a responsibility. So again, I'm starting to see like your creative minds, you guys having all of these intuitive, creative juices just flowing, but you're not putting it into the physical world. And maybe, spirit guides are definitely suggesting with the star card here, it's like really be optimistic. Know that whatever you're going to manifest in this physical realm is going to be extremely successful. Dreams come true, your dreams coming true, just like a really overall like good energy. Also with that star card there as your spirit advice, um, this can also mean like there's some sort of spiritual awareness that you guys are really coming into, or really harmonizing with yourself and others. Joy of living. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Did you guys just meet somebody amazing? Did you guys just meet somebody beautiful as hell? I think you guys might be doubting how beautiful whatever is coming in for y'all. And I think that you guys might have to leave a mindset, a way of thinking behind to go higher, because there's definite, some of y'all might even be dealing with a fire sign or a water sign. But because this king and queen here, um, mm-mm. But yeah, somebody's very noble, very humble, very powerful at the same time, got connections, you feel safe around them. Um, and you realize this. You definitely have a great realization. You guys are very harmonious, But I really truly believe that you guys have to leave something behind to get this new path coming along. And because with Nine of Pentacles, a lot of intuitives read this as single energy. I usually just see it as somebody who just getting these stuff together. They could possibly be single. You guys could possibly be single, or you are in a relationship and you just are taking time for yourself. And as you're taking time for yourself, that might strengthen your relationship because a lot of things that you're starting to see with some illusions or some sort of peace of mind coming into play, and you really like, might have to go on a solitude to start realizing some energies within self and others, and you either create like a really dynamic relationship between the two of you, or you find something amazing and it's just a wish coming true, and you're like physically healing, it's passionate, it's actually abundant. If this is a creative project, you guys really do have to leave the self doubt behind, thinking that you may can't materialize it. You gotta just get to action. You really have to get moving. And there's an indecision with that double card in the reverse here. If that has anything to do with any creative projects that you want to get off the ground, you definitely have the juice for it. Definitely. Because then with the Four of Wands here, there is a victory. Again, a safe haven. There's a perfection here. If this is a relationship, you guys, maybe you taking some time away for yourself leads you guys into like a better space and really heal. I think maybe with this recall with the Hermit card in the reverse, you guys really in the Nine of Pentacles here. So I see Virgo energy here in a sense of you might need to like kind of go away again in your own space, your own paradigms, whatever the case is, and really kind of like tap into your higher self, or leaving something behind to like get towards yourself, because somebody, you're either feeling like really distrustful over someone, or someone's feeling that towards you, or someone's just very insensitive or not really compassionate. You might be recalling on people not being compassionate towards you, and you really feel like, wow, like I'm starting to see it with this moon in the reverse. I'm starting to really see how this is kind of going about with, the insensitivities that maybe somebody's carrying towards you, or you towards someone else, and you're starting to realize how that can affect somebody else's like thinking and the way of how they're perceiving life. um again, for some of you guys, it's some sort of immaturity, or again, there's somebody just refusing to grow up. You know what I mean? Like, you might literally be recalling on someone's refusal to growing up, and it's like leaving you with the Ten of like swords energy in reverse. You just really want something new. You want your power back. You want some sort of regained energy, like the phoenix coming from the ashes. But you might again, you guys, if this is a love interest that you might have to leave behind because maybe deception is here with the moon card in reverse, you guys might have to create courage within self to leave something behind, because there's damn sure something beautiful right after when you get basically yourself back organized in a single capacity, and you start healing in that capacity. If this is definitely a creative pursuit, I would just say maybe there's some sort of vices that you can have, like some vices that maybe we can have, like um, just being very vices, immature vices. It could be laziness. It could be, all right, well, I have all these creative and intuitive things that are coming into me that's going to generate money and income and blessings and successes and victories and balance and harmony. But you might have to leave an old program, an old way of thinking behind to go to your higher mind in order to really get this like amazing energy just sitting here waiting for y'all. Because you do want to rise up out of this. You want to regain your power back. You want this like this attainment. Um, but somebody's acting very, very immature. If that's you, that's the reason why you're blocking yourself. And you might be self-deceiving yourself thinking that you may not even act like that. And you may really melt very well be reacting in a way that's very immature. For others of you, you're wishing somebody would act the hell their age and not their shoe size. And you getting to the point where, I'm about to really just dead this and start new so I can have like this victory. And you might be in a spirit guide is saying, well, it's here. There's definitely new beginnings here. Just have the courage to do so. With the Three of Pentacles, what's about to change into your environment for the week is that this you have again this victory. You guys are like really collaborating with some real bumping heads with some real cool people that are like within your what's the word I'm looking for within your circle or within um, whatever you guys craft or creative or hobbies or talents, whatever they may be, you're starting to really bump into some real cool people. Um, for others of you guys, you're just it's just some sort of glory or material increase that definitely comes out of this. And how it like how you finish out the energy is this Nine of Cups in the reverse, where it just kind of lets you know that um with the Nine of Cups here in the reverse, it's just kind of like you just don't want to have imperfections or mistakes that you want to make in your life. Um, just really be mindful of any mistakes. It might be a mistake to not really follow your dreams. If you don't follow your dreams, that might be a big old mistake. Victories next to the, imperfections, making sure that, you can have a perfected home. You don't have to live in imperfections or you want a safe haven. Somebody also could be making a lot of mistakes in your home and they're not really like they need to grow up and you're just like I am getting to the point where I'm about to just be single and then start something real fresh and guess what it actually can happen because you guys are really just looking for something more out of life. You really have to leave something behind to gain something so much more. You just really have to, you gotta have the courage to do something that's crazy like that. And it's hard. It's hard. We create homes out of relationships. So, people have families together. So, everybody's situation is different. Yeah, so you want something that's celebratory, but there is a lack of passion that is here. And with the five of air in the reverse, again you have the world card here in reverse. So there's a cycle not being made because you're fearful. There's a new cycle not going to be here because there's fear here, and you guys may be having marital issues that are going on, but and you're just trying to get a refooting on life, but it's just you really have to have that courage to have your dreams coming true. Um, again with this five of with this five of air here in the reverse, it's kind of like yes, there is some sort of weakness. You guys are like feeling like, oh, can I actually really leave something behind or some sort of defeat happens, you feel defeated because there's a lack of passion here or there's a false start. You might feel like celebratory at first and but you just feel like there's some sort of clouded joy and you just feel defeated. So, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that you need to really just go follow your dreams. Like just dead ass. Like just go follow your dreams, Gemini. That's what I'm gonna name the video for the week. Follow your dreams, beautiful loves. Yeah, with the judgment in the reverse. With the judgment in the reverse, there's some sort of like, oh man, I'm never really gonna be happy. I'm really like I don't. You feel like you might never be happy in life because of these clouded joys and false starts that leaves you feeling defeated. And there's a lot to be celebrated, no doubt. But guess what? The Ten of Swords coming out in reverse at the end. It's just kind of like you still can rise out of whatever this is. If you feel like somebody's being very petty and weak, you at the end of the day, you can always start over and make correct decisions for yourself to regain more passion. To regain more passion. Just be very mindful of the fact that, when you do get up there or feel on top of the world and you feel like you got a refooting, just be mindful that, make sure that you give to others. Don't be too greedy, but for most of you guys, it's just being really responsible over your dreams and really, really going like really after them. Okay. So that is the reading for you guys for the week. Thank y'all so much for coming to the channel. And I will see y'all next week. I hope y'all liked your reading. Bye.